Cue the video for that, please. The shortest video. And please join me in welcoming Dave Hitz, founder and VP of NetApp.
Woo!
So first of all, it's our happy 20th birthday, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's our 20th birthday, and as a birthday present, we got into the Fortune 500. So awesome time.
Congratulations. So why don't you give us a video? What are you going to demonstrate for us here today?
I'm going to demo a data ONTAP storage cluster. The problem is, storage is infrastructure. It's like the plumbing in your house. How do you demo plumbing? You can pour a glass of water. Whoa, check it out, it's water. Hell of a demo.
You still have to do a demo though, so you might want to...
Somebody get picture.
I am going to show how one of our most innovative customers uses VMware and NetApp to provide cloud services. Peak Colo is a cloud provider. Their customers are cloud providers, and they provide the back-end infrastructure for their customers to stand up cloud services. So really cool stuff going on.
Before we start, please share what your organization is competing for.
I'm competing for Be The Match. They do DNA matching for bone marrow transplants.
Excellent. Thanks, Dave. You have 4 minutes. First one's down.
Let me introduce Peak Colo, headquarters in Denver. This is Luke Morris. He's the CEO, and at 10:30 I'll be presenting with Luke in room 103. This is Eric, who's actually running the demos for me. To understand the demos, you have to understand Peak Colo's data center architecture. So let's take a look at that. This is the infrastructure for one cloud. VMs on top, servers, LANs, storage on the bottom, and the whole thing managed with vCloud Director. Now the thing is, this is one cloud, but Peak Colo has hundreds of cloud provider customers. The key point here, the storage is shared. There's lots of storage systems, but Data ONTAP lets you manage the whole thing as one cluster, as an agile data infrastructure. In the demo, the first demo, Luke is going to create a virtual storage system. Every customer gets its own virtual storage system. vSAN, they call it, basically like a VLAN. Think of building a real SAN. You would spend all weekend wrapping systems, pulling cables, configuring runs. The cool thing about this demo is Luke does, Eric does the whole thing in 10 seconds with one command. Let's watch. Check it out. I am demoing a command line. Seriously? Some people say command line's not a real feature, but I put it on our feature list. I hope it wins the vote. I watched what happened when VMware tried to remove console mode. Customers revolted. We want command line! We have to do it too. What you just saw is the software-defined data center for storage. NetApp does for storage what VMware does for servers. In the next demo, Eric is going to fix a performance problem by migrating data from one storage system to another storage system. This graph shows performance, storage system response time 5 milliseconds. Not good enough. And so Eric is going to tell the ONTAP cluster, move the data to a much higher performance storage system with flash disks, with a solid state disk. So let's watch another command line. The key thing in this demo is what is not happening. The migration is entirely at the storage layer. VMware doesn't even know about it. So there's no vMotion, there's no configuring VMware hosts, there's no configuring VMs. Suppose you have 20 VMware hosts and 200 VMs. This one command would do it all. Cool. Performance. After the migration, the performance has gone to 0. Immortal data infrastructure. Over the years, individual storage systems will come and go, but with NetApp, the data infrastructure, the cluster, lives forever. And transparent migration is the foundation of that. Let's look at the last demo. Eric is going to save lots of money with deduplication. This is a collection of volumes on our cluster, and we can click to see the amount of savings in one volume. 66% data reduction. This is production data, VMware production data, not archive, not backup, production. You can click to see some other volumes. Luke Norris, the CEO production over all his data centers is over 50%. He has cut his storage costs in half. Listen, my goal is to sell you less storage. What storage vendor says that? Thank you very much. And vote for NetApp. It's our birthday!
Which of the following features highlighted NetApp's demo is most exciting and interesting?
So I have a question for you. If this is the Hunger Games, why aren't you wearing a sparkly blue suit with tall white hair? How many people saw that movie? It was extremely popular among teenage girls.
This is a surprising answer.
Non-disruptive data migration.
Great job. See you later. All right, folks. This is the one with the goal of the course, so make sure you get out your mobile devices. That was really a great set of demos. I just want to say it's extremely hard to do a 4-minute demo and then be able to break. So at this point, we're all going to vote. I want to remind you there are huge implications of this. One is going to be, which is the first inaugural winner of the Peak Colo contest. And then second, we're going to pick a few of you and have you meet Bon Jovi backstage. That'll be based on your voting. So definitely get out that device. Let's cue the voting. So which was the best demo? Votes.
I can't log in.
Never set up doing nothing in front of 2,000 people. All right.
Yeah! Woo!
$10,000 to the charitable organization of your choice. And seriously, it's a great effort on everyone's part. We're actually going to make a donation to each of the charities that are brought up. Thank you very much. We've chosen 2 of you to get to go backstage and meet Mr. Joe.
Still voting, doesn't matter.
He's a fan of converged infrastructure and multi-device workspaces. So you can chat about that. So quickly, is Steve Milligan here? Jump up and be really loud.